1.
I swear to God, Jericho, once I learn how this coding language works, I'm going to make your life a living hell. Good take?
Yeah.
I'm not going... look, I want it to be clear that was scripted.
It wasn't initially, but we had to do another take. Anyways.
It's funnier if it's scripted.
Welcome
I
back
have
to
to
Bloodlords.
The game is paused, Mr. God.
Yeah, see, that was the issue. Because Spacebar stops and starts recording in OBS and is also what toggles Spacebar in Foundry. When I start recording and then try to hit start in Foundry, it just stops the recording.
I really expected him to count you down, wait for you to finish saying it, and start recording.
I did too.
I thought about it, but I'm not that mean.
I'm
I'm already going to torture you guys in other ways today, so...
already being tortured.
Good.
We're going to die down here.
Well.
TPK.
Yes, welcome back to Bloodlords, everyone. In the last session, things went moderately well. You guys rested for the evening, returned bright and early to the Crooked Coffin in order to take down whatever remained, fighting a few of the zombies that had seemingly been let free by Kepgeda, as well as her hounds and the molds that were hiding about drinking alcohol in the old barrels before busting in and fighting Kepgeda herself. The cauldron that she has been using, screaming and wailing, keeping many of you keeping many of you all frightened, while simultaneously Kepgeda herself is debuffing you all to high hell and back. Am I correct in seeing Zuka gone from the screen?
Azrael? Yeah, I went down. It unmanifests.
Oh, right! That's
yay! Action taxes.
I mean, if anything, that'll save you when you come back up if you resummon Zuka from the Needle of Vengeance cast on her. I'm going to decide that's how that works. So, that's what we're going to go with. Anyways, we are starting today's session off at the top of round 5 with Draig's turn.
See, the thing is, I would love to 3-action them. Then Mr. Skeleton Man goes away. I'd be very sad.
Let's make sure everyone's got their 2 hero points again.
Might need those.
Oh, that's how Azrael's going to get back up on his feet.
Oh, true.
Oh, I was just going to cast Harm on him.
That's probably better.
But it's going to be my entire goddamn turn.
As long as you don't do it in a 30-foot burst, I'm okay with it.
I wish I could, but it's just skeleton over there. And, you would rapidly become a skeleton.
Also, you would hurt me.
Yes.
Hence
you would
rapidly become a skeleton.
No, I would rapidly become a skeleton. I see what you were saying.
Alright, 12 health back to you, Azrael, as you use the wand to take 2 actions, Drag. I believe you already had it in your hand, so that gives you 1 action left.
1 second.
That is an exact success on the skeleton's attempt to tip the cauldron.
Let's go!
It is on the verge of being knocked over. I don't believe you succeeded at all last session, Philip, trying to create a ward.
I did not.
You aided with it, but that is your second success. The cauldron is tipped at like a 45-degree angle right now. It needs the slightest extra push or little bit of extra magic to prevent it from harming all of you.
I have a question.
I've got an answer.
Do I lose my ready to action for going unconscious?
I think I'm gonna say yes.
That makes sense.
You can't really be readied anymore when you lose consciousness.
As long as we're consistent, that's fine.
Yeah, I think that's fair to say. That is going to bring us back to the cauldron's turn, though. And it's going to do the one thing it's continued to do, and that's scream at everyone and use its spectral little hands to make grabby grabs at people. So if I could get a will save from everyone, please. That just barely fails, Philip.
I know.
Using a hero point early, Azrael
Fuck!
getting a success, Philip suffering. Hey, that just means you're 2 more 12s away from a bunch of hero points.
Do I get a full? Do I get my full thing of hero points filled up?
Yes, if you get a 4 roll streak, you instantly go up to 3 hero points.
I'm adding that to my book.
It's a very fun thing.
Mm-hmm.
I love getting a phone call. Literally.
Well, if you are back, if you would not mind giving me that will save drag.
That's
Oh.
hey, look. That's the thing. I said it was gonna happen. It's not too bad.
Much better. Alright, half damage
Tired.
to Azrael and drag. Full damage to Philip. Alright, 8 damage to you, Philip. 4 damage to everyone else.
Okay.
I want you to know that would have perfected me.
Nice. Well, it's a good thing you hero pointed it then. Unfortunately, that will mean for now, Philip and Azrael. I think. Which of you was still frightened between Azrael and Drag? Oh, it doesn't matter anymore. Philip, it is your turn, good sir.
Azrael's the right one.
Am I? I don't
Can
see
I
brain,
do?
am I?
Will you let me do a crafting check on this, or is it occultism?
You get the purple thing on it.
It is
not right.
magic to try and ward this, so...
Damn.
If you were to try crafting, how are you thinking you would do something with it?
I've got my alchemist toolkit. I could try to craft together quickly some concoction that could counteract what's bubbling in the cauldron. I'm happy to sacrifice the alchemist toolkit regardless of the status of the roll.
I wouldn't sacrifice it. I'd say you can certainly try it. The DC will be higher, though.
It's only a +2 on my... I'll just do occultism.
Okay. The DC would typically raise by at least 2, so that's probably the right choice.
That's a fail.
Ooh, almost.
Philip really wants to knock this over.
That's a
Well, you
crit
get it
fail.
back.
You get the hero point back, thankfully.
Second action! Or is that my whole turn?
That is 2 actions to do, so you have 1 left.
Fuck.
Just shoot.
I'm just gonna shoot her.
Okay.
I don't remember if my gun was loaded or not.
Fuck it.
Fuck it, we ball.
Ooh, Philip!
Where was that earlier?
Kill her!
26,
Okay.
that's my last energy shot.
Alright. That's gonna hurt pretty damn badly on her.
Actually, am I in range of Bane?
You are. You took the -1 on that.
No, I didn't.
That's because it is a status penalty and so is frightened. They do not stack.
Thank you! I saw it was toggled off and I got confused. Thank
Yeah,
you.
because it's the same type of penalty as frightened, so toggling them both on wouldn't do anything. Except toggle the other one off.
Gotcha.
Alright. Philip, that ends your turn, I believe. Your frightened does not go away. Azrael, we are back to you.
Can you use a creature to take cover, or does it have to be an object?
You cannot take cover against a creature the same size as you. Are you talking about if you were to remain prone, though?
Yes.
We are both prone.
You are both
Oh yeah,
prone.
you're also prone.
I died first.
We're just lying a pile of bones on the floor.
Two skeletons chilling in a pile on the ground.
Well, I just
Oh.
reached over and just beat you in the face with the wand.
You can always take cover if you are prone.
Hmm?
You can always take cover if you are prone.
Yeah. Oh, it's just even if you don't have an object. Okay.
How are you going to make the cauldron fail?
Uh.
Alternatively, are you just going to kill her?
If you have standard cover, taking cover will give you greater cover, which is the +4 bonus to AC. Otherwise, you'll just get standard cover.
That's why I wanted to hide behind drag.
I would not say drag is providing standard cover for you right now, because
not
creatures
prone,
will
yeah.
typically only provide light cover anyways.
That makes
I
sense.
believe there's a halfling feat you can take that will let you benefit from standard cover from medium creatures, if I recall properly.
She's a quick, right?
She does appear alive to you.
She appears alive to me. Is there ever no? No, there's never a roll to write Death Caser. Who's
Buddy.
not immune to battle medicine?
I am immune to battle medicine.
Philip's
am
not
not
immune to battle
immune.
medicine. But you're all the way over there. Is crawl 5 feet?
It is 5 feet.
5 feet. Like,
You could do one diagonal crawl, right?
that's not me.
Azrael is the bottom one. Azrael would have to use 2 crawl
Yeah, that's
actions.
that's 5 feet.
Might as well stand and walk at that point.
Yeah. Actually, it would technically be multiple crawl actions.
It would be 3
'cause you
crawl
do
actions.
2 diagonals there. That'd be
Yeah.
5
You
and
like-
10 feet.
Up though.
Yeah, you could do that.
Oh.
If you want to get in the Bane Aura.
That or
I
point properly
think I'm going to use an action to stand,
is much bigger than it is actually.
and I'm going to use an action to
What strike?
stride.
I said that that aura is way bigger than it is displaying the effect as.
Yeah, it is.
It's a 20-foot aura.
The circle's not even.
Going to use an action to battle medicine Philip.
All
got like
right.
a-
Thank
It's
you.
got like a 12-foot aura for some reason.
The
The actual image.
Treat wound. Checkbox. Go.
Yes.
You die when I say you die.
Holy shit, that's more than half my health.
Oh boy.
Holy fucking shit.
Oh my god.
Clutch as hell.
Take that immunity.
So we ended last session before the comeback arc.
Oh my
Icy.
god. We did the chain healing.
Well, I believe that ends your turn, Azrael, yes?
It does. That was all 3 actions.
That
We
is
are
going to
going-
bring us back to Kepgeda the Hag-Nailed. Well, she doesn't have to bother sustaining Needle of Vengeance on whatchamacallit anymore.
Give her
Zuka.
more actions by dying, Jacob.
So that gives her an opportunity to cast it on Philip. Philip.
No.
She's going to take a needle, pull it out of the back of her hand, and stab it into the other hand while just staring daggers at you. If you would give me that will save, please.
All
Oh,
knowledge.
so appreciative.
5 seconds ago when it fucked up. That's
Damn it!
That is a failure.
Rolled above a 12 yet.
So, from what you've seen based off of this magic, whenever Zuka attacked her while being affected by this spell, Zuka took mental damage.
Okay.
So,
Good amount of it.
she's also then going to use 3 actions to decide. You're not allowed to have fun anymore. Please give me a fortitude save.
Mm.
And she's going to look at you and just say,
Me?
"Your eye." Oh, yes, Philip.
Fuck.
You have no need of those eyes of yours. And as I'm going to ask you this, would you like to hero point that?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Okay.
hero point that. Because the two things I can think of is I'm going blind or she's taking my eyes.
Neither
I
of
mean-
which are good.
She's taking my eyes.
No, she's making you go blind. I'm
No,
sorry,
that's a lot
Philip.
better then. No, that's a lot better.
As you are staring right at her, and all of a sudden your vision goes dark, and you cannot see anymore. That is the entirety of her turn, though, so Drag, we are back to you.
Greg.
I'm here. I just need a second.
Take your time. Philip, I hope you're getting a good long look in this campaign, because this is just what your Kingmaker game is going to turn into.
Don't even know.
Hero point the skeleton, can I?
You can. It is a minion of yours, so you can manually subtract
make-
one of your hero points and re-roll it if you want.
Are you gonna make Elnoril blind?
I was more talking about the Gab part over anything else. With what you
Oh,
want
right.
Skeleton.
but
No.
that is not.
Oh right, yeah, because we're naming it Jeb.
Legally distinct. Now, you could here, if you wanted, Drag, you could use your remaining 2 actions to attempt to ward the cauldron yourself. If you wanted to.
Wait, is that not touch range?
I think I did say it was sort of touch range last session, didn't I?
That's
I
why I
don't
moved up to touch
Yeah,
the
then we'll
cauldron,
keep
yeah.
it that.
Okay. Ooh,
Were we shaking the
taking her
bones of?
bones.
Are we shaking Kepgeda's? Alright. She will give that fortitude save. I'm so sorry, that is a nat 20 on her part.
She's a bitch.
That she is. And that brings us to the cauldron's turn. One more time, I'm going to need a will save from everyone, please.
God damn it.
Oh, Philip, no.
Oh,
I'm out of hero points.
Okay, you got the health to tank it if he doesn't
yeah,
roll super
that'll
well.
medicine immunity. Which I forgot to put that on you.
Oh, I put it on myself.
Ah. Then I am
Need this
stupid.
to roll low.
Drag, please.
Oh, I don't have battle of medicine immunity.
If I send you $10 on Venmo, can you fudge the roll to be low?
$10 for a hero point.
Yeah, what's the going exchange rate for a hero point?
My morals are telling me not to accept this. My
Hi,
bills
guys.
are telling me.
Oh no!
Drag will very likely go down here.
If I didn't crit past that, I was dying either way.
bad.
Seven
Okay, roll
damage.
I'm good.
Azrael stays up on 1.
Oh my god!
Philip goes down to 10.
The room just
Azrael,
got
if you go
dark.
down, I cannot get you two back up.
Oh
Philip,
my god.
that brings us to you.
I'm gonna take 2 actions.
Mm-hmm.
Push the cauldron. To ward the cauldron.
Go for it.
God damn it!
It's not enough.
3rd action reload.
Okay.
Actually,
Actually.
third action shield. Shield.
Okay.
You...
Oh, technically you would have had to make that check when targeting the cauldron anyways.
Would I have?
Because you're blind.
Shit.
You can't
Oh.
successfully target anything without that flat check. You can shield yourself just fine.
Okay.
Because you know where you are, I hope.
Yeah.
So go ahead and grab yourself that shield effect.
Oh yeah, I need spell or magical effect. Okay, that's nice.
Mm-hmm.
I need it to survive the cauldron.
Yeah, you do.
Real.
What's my... Oh, it's my light. Could really use my 4th action right now, but unfortunately my snake is dead.
He is. What a shame.
Do I believe in the skeleton? How many...
Well, if Drag's not
hold on,
up to sustain the skeleton
I know.
skeleton goes down.
Drag still has a hero point, yes?
No.
No?
Not at all.
Burns 2 already?
Y'all burned them
First one
quick.
was saving myself. Second was the skeleton
Oh,
trying
you
to save
used
the
one of the
call.
saving throw. Damn it. Okay. You had... Okay. Then I do not believe in the skeleton boy.
I'll tell you guys this. As a little reminder, you do have Berlin on your good side, so should you all win this fight at the very least, anyone who dies, she can probably resurrect for you.
Oh yeah.
For
But like,
Yeah.
a modest fee.
yeah, but like the shame.
We need to get out of there alive, though. One of us
Well,
does.
yes. That you must.
Well, get out of there still existing. Alive is not a requirement.
Corpse intact
What is
is what
the
matters.
hardness 5?
Under their own power.
There's no guarantee that even saves me.
You just death gaze and pray that I take the hit, or it can do up to 12 at least. We've seen it do that. And I think that was average.
I think my best turn right now is I heal both of us, and then next turn I go for the cauldron.
Yeah. Heal yourselves.
So I'm gonna death gaze drag. What is your wounded condition right now? You're gonna fucking die
He's
soon.
gonna go up to wounded 2 after this.
Okay, that's not too bad.
That's not bad then.
Currently at dying 2.
Okay, that's not too bad. So you get 6 health.
Problem is, I think the cauldron kills me.
Dying 4 is insta death, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's no one here has Die Hard.
I do.
Well, aren't
I have
you
a-
McFucking spatial? You die at dying 5 then.
I do. It's gonna
He's
might
actually
help this
fucking
fight.
McLean.
I'm gonna battle
Die
medicine
Hard.
myself.
Okay.
What a good feat.
Can someone please laugh?
We're in a Halloween movie situation right now, not
You're
a
the
Christmas
crit.
movie situation, Philip.
I think I missed it by 1.
You did miss the crit by 1, but hey, 9 health back to you.
9 should survive the cauldron turn.
As
Drake's
long
turn.
as you don't crit fail, you should be fine.
Alright, what's the witch gonna do? Kill us all?
What is the witch gonna do? I have to choose here. Let's see. Does she wish to? No, that's not worth that sacrifice right now, I don't think.
Roll my saves for me for the next minute. I gotta go help on something real quick.
Wait,
should
why
be back
is
for my
Philip
turn.
the tank, not Azrael? Azrael has the same AC and 10 more hit points.
Azrael normally is the tank when Zuka's here. Once Azrael goes down, though,
Yeah, that's
we
fair.
lose Zuka. She
I really wish
is-
Summon Eidolon let me do like one action with it when it showed up.
Does she wish to use that ability? She has to choose to do it at the start of her turn here, if she wishes to. If I was legitimately going to TPK you guys, then yes, I would do it.
I think she wants to win.
I mean,
Does. I don't necessarily want to just TPK you guys, though. If I'm being completely honest. By the way, Manifest Eidolon does allow your Eidolon to take a single action when it's manifested.
I'm sorry, what?
Very first line of Manifest Eidolon. Your Eidolon appears in an open space adjacent to you and then can take a single
Are you
action.
Fucking kidding me? Reading the card explains the card.
Pathfinder
ancient
players in a
technique.
reading comprehension name
Oh.
more iconic duo.
an ancient spell from my days as an MMO player. Reading what my fucking abilities do.
Right? Alright, she is going to start by drawing upon the magic of her cauldron as a free action.
So we are going to get TPK'd.
The screams within it begin to pour out in greater force, surrounding her and tearing at her flesh. As a price for what she's going to do, she's going to take 10 mental damage.
Ooh.
But she sustains her Eye of Vengeance on you, Philip, as a free action.
Okay.
Or her Needle of Vengeance. Isn't it great when you combine two different spell names together?
It's my favorite thing in the world.
Because what she needs to do here with her actions is
Hello?
move 25 feet here. So she can look right at you, Azrael, and grab your face.
Okay, that's mine.
Please give me a will save.
Terrifying. Oh
No! No!
Question. Do you take the hero point, or do you keep the critical failure and gain an additional hero point?
I think if I take the additional one, we're going to TPK. I think all my friends are going to die. So I'm going to spend my last hero point.
Okay.
Okay, that's better.
Success.
Am I will saving?
You feel her grab your head, fingers sort of cracking your skull slightly, and magic just begins to seep through those small cracks into your mind. And for a moment, everything goes white. Just reality itself seems to vanish before you, before all of a sudden you snap back to reality and shunt that magic out of your head. She cannot get in your head like that. You are unaffected.
Oh, there goes.
Oh
gravity.
my
Brian,
god.
Up to you.
Stand.
Okay.
Move.
Okay.
That's one action, correct?
Well, two actions total, because standing is one action, moving would be a second action.
Crawl.
Okay.
There you
We'll
go.
stay on the ground.
Action economy.
Sustain.
Okay.
Boy, do the thing.
Push it. No.
That's not the thing.
That's not it.
You know, Kepgeda, you have this nice ankle right here.
You do not have the action economy for Flens.
You're right, I don't. Don't sustain.
Kill her. Kill her. She's so close to death.
I
Just
wanted
kill
to
her.
do this. I'm doing this instead. Fuck this. Fuck it. I don't even see what he rolled. I just know he...
Okay. I will allow it.
I only did that first.
Oh!
Oh.
take your scale.
I forgot this is a fucking 2 action. I thought it was a 1.
Almost all spells are 2 actions.
Wow.
8 points of damage, and let me just check. On a crit, they double the damage, and if they are alive, they'll take a d4 persistent bleed as well.
Should also double, right? Or no?
I said double.
I think she's
And
dead.
taking a distant persistent bleed. You want to make that bet, Philip?
Oh.
Well,
The
goodbye,
cauldron
Mr.
gets to go
Skeleton.
next.
Go away. You are not sustained.
Goodbye, skeleton.
I think I want to make that bet.
She is going to be taking
game.
1d4 persistent bleed here,
My game froze.
but she is still standing. Oh, yeah, because you deleted a token you have control over. That's why I dragged. You may
Oh,
have
yeah,
to
you
Why it
refresh.
started
page.
doing that.
That ends your turn. That brings us to the cauldron. Not being tipped over one
Nope.
more time. I need a will save from everyone.
Hold!
I mean, unless I like crit, I'm dead again. It's 1 HP.
Oh,
Look, I'm at.
Hold!
oh, thank God. Oh my God. You got this, Drag.
I don't see it in the chat.
If you were refreshing, it might be because you refreshed at the same time. I'll give you the button again.
Button.
You tried to crit.
That's still death.
Half damage to everyone here. It's
Let's roll a
very
3.
good
That's
damage
not
roll.
a 3.
That'll be
Is this
5
half on
damage
a
to
success?
everyone. Mm-hmm.
Wait,
I'm still
wait,
up.
actually.
Yeah.
1 HP in a dream!
Let's go!
Are we all still up? Oh!
Anyone who failed there would have gone down.
God.
Because when that was rolled, both Philip and Azrael had 10, and Drag had 6.
Fuck me!
Any failure was unconscious at that point,
Oh.
and I think you all are completely tapped on resources for healing, if
Yeah.
I'm not incorrect.
Yeah.
I'm out of 2nd level spell slots.
Oh, yeah, I say 0 on that. Philip, can you delay?
I was gonna beat the shit out of her.
You're blind.
You just hit the pot.
It is
I'll
your
delay.
Also,
turn,
don't
Philip.
don't you take mental damage if you attack her?
He does. Philip, just tip the pot.
What
mean,
would you prefer? I can delay, or I can attempt
I
to
would
tip the
I
pot?
would prefer you delay because we might need you to do something if I fail.
I'll delay. I'll delay until after Azrael.
And that's going to bring us to Azrael's turn.
I'm gonna manifest an idol.
Okay.
It's Zuka time!
Zuka time.
Oh, this is
Zuka
actually
kill.
perfect. She's on guard to me now.
Yeah. The double synergy. Zuka.
I believe
believe in
Zuko
you.
should no longer be frightened here.
Mm-hmm.
Say
Zuka
Zuko.
is going to keep their failed will save against Bane, though.
Fair enough.
Zuka has a single strike here.
And I am out of hero points.
Mm-hmm.
You get a 1 try for all the myrtles. Zuka kill.
Zuka based.
That's a hit.
Good damage!
She's dead. She's dead. Please.
Are you certain?
Yeah. Did she take her bleed?
No, she takes it at the end of her turn.
Oh,
Yeah,
right,
you know
the
what?
pot
I am
went, not
certain
her.
she's dead. I'm almost positive she's dead.
What do you want to wager,
Yeah,
Philip?
4 hit points.
Witcher is too much for him.
That's a coward's wager, and you know it.
What do you want me to wager, Jericho?
I don't know. I asked you. I'm just letting you know that was a coward's wager.
I'll wager all of Azrael's money.
How about this?
All 1 copper?
I'll give you $3 in real life.
She was a losing wager, considering there was $10 on the table for a hero point earlier.
Yes. If she does not go down, I'll give you $10. I'll give you not $10. I'll give you $3.
It's like, hey, Jericho, I'll see you, next month. Hey, I'll just kill her for me.
I feel like I should stop leaving it up in the air. How would Zuko like to do this?
Yes!
Oh my god.
Oh shit, she crit failed her persistent blade.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Things through the no, not things through the eyes. We need the skull intact and pretty for the
Oh my god.
the ceremony. Give me the throat. She
You know,
doesn't need that.
I didn't even think of that, Jacob. It's probably a good thing the Flint didn't kill her then.
As she's focused on all of you, just watching with glee as she keeps you all struggling while the screams and claws from her cauldron slowly tear you down, watching as you use up all ways of healing that you have, and it's all gone. She is not prepared for the ground to split apart at her feet and the massive bone serpent to come bursting out of it, latching into her throat, before using the weight of its own body and gravity to tear it free from her body.
Oh my
And she
god.
just looks at all of you with wide eyes. Hand goes up to her throat as blood just begins to pour down on the floor. She doesn't even get any last words before she just staggers a step or two backwards, bumping into you, Philip, before bumping against her cauldron, and a few ghastly hands crawling out of the bubbling liquid, grasping at her shoulders and pulling her in.
Hey, wait.
Grab her ankles.
Philip, grab her ankles. We need that fucking head.
I grab her ankles. Do you need the flat check?
I do need a flat check to be blind, and let me ask you this. Are you certain?
Okay, I disconnected for a hot second there. Something's up with my Discord. I'm not sure what it is.
Rough.
So I did not hear the end of that.
She's getting pulled into the cauldron.
I grab her ankles.
Give me your DC 11 flat check.
Am I also in range to grab the ankles?
That's a D10.
Right?
My
No,
bad.
You're also prone right now, trying.
Yes.
To be
Means
fair.
the ankles were right in front of me.
Yes!
Okay. Philip, I believe in you.
Okay. You are trying to prevent her from being consumed by the cauldron, Philip?
Yes, and while I'm holding her, can I
Her
just
corpse to here.
grab my star knife and desperately try to saw off her head?
Well, her head's already in the cauldron. She
The
got
fuck?
grabbed head first.
Damn it. Okay, I will pull.
Well, that brings us to likely your turn here, Philip, but let me check something. Not yet your turn.
What do you mean not yet my turn?
Huh?
Out of the boiling liquid of the pot, a single fleshless, armless hand is going to crawl across her body towards you, Philip.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
How many fingers does it have?
3.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck you.
No thanks. Philip, seeing you hold on to Kepgeda, it is going to try and wrench her free from your hand. It is going to make a single strike against you. It is going to miss. It has 1 action left. That is going to hit. What is your current hit points?
5. I'm at 5 hit points.
It will only deal 3 damage to you.
Oh, it couldn't even kill me!
Wraps around your wrist and just starts crushing your wrist. You can tell it wants you to let go. You are not certain if that is the only appendage in the pot. That is all I will say as it gets to your turn, Philip. You may try to continue to pull out Kepgeda's body if you would like.
I'm really glad Philip delayed.
Me too.
Diplomacy is the plot. I would like her head.
Can I do a recall knowledge?
Trying to figure out what's going on?
Yeah, I want to figure out what's happening.
Sure.
I hope I rolled well.
I don't think that's enough, unfortunately, to give you an idea of what exactly this is. I think, as far as you can tell, this may not be the cauldron, but perhaps the vengeful spirits of someone or someone she has previously cooked.
I'm gonna pull her head out.
Need an athletics
You guys
check.
chop it off. Huh?
I need an athletics check.
Can it be acrobatics?
No.
Can I do a backflip?
Sure, you can backflip away from the body. I won't stop you.
Is the DC above a 20?
Who knows?
Fuck.
Philip.
16, huh?
That's really good for someone with +0.
Yeah.
I'm wishing I had a bone shaker right now so I could just throw her body across the room.
Be nice if I could get a hand.
You have one. It's on your list.
Be nice if I could get more than one.
Give it a
Preferably more that aren't trying to kill me.
Oh.
You did say preferably, so watch what you wish for.
I'm gonna throw something. I just want you two to know that.
Bring the pot. Throw the pot.
On his last legs, kill the pot.
Jericho has not said anything, and I'm scared.
Mm-hmm.
No, I have not. I think you manage to yank her body back just enough that her head is currently just above the boiling soup.
Still being grabbed by hands.
Not just hands. You can see multiple hands and even severed heads trying to pull her under.
Do I have any actions left, or was that 2 actions?
That was 2 actions. You've got 1 left.
Oh, what the fuck?
Can I attempt some kind of diplomacy here? Can I just shout, "We'll give you the body, we just want the head"? Or make some occultism check to, like, appease the souls of the damned? That would actually be preferable. Or make a crafting check?
I will allow an occultism check to try and convey your meaning towards them in such a way that they will understand.
Clearly it needs a cooking check to prepare the body properly.
They do not respond in any meaningful way. They continue to hold on the body and pull it in. The hand that is grasping your wrist stops squeezing for the briefest of moments. It's still holding on to you and applying pressure. It is not trying to directly crush your hand like it was a moment ago. Drag, that brings us to you.
Is it standing as an action?
It is.
Separate from...
Mm-hmm.
Any actions would be to try and sever her head.
I'd say it would be one action for an attempt. Do you have, like, a blade on you at the moment?
Well, unfortunately, I cannot get up, cast Dragon Claws, and try and sever her head. It's too many actions.
You could crawl, cast Dragon Claws, and try and sever the head.
You're saying I could reach her head from laying on the ground?
I'd say if you're right here, your arms are lanky enough.
Okay, that's better than what I was going to do, which was just cast Summon Undead and try to have a skeleton do it.
Oh, you could do that as well. It would give the skeleton 2 actions to do it.
You get 2 trays. Can you even give it flanking, maybe?
Flanking won't really do anything here.
What's that?
What's the plan then?
Can I ask what kind of roll it would be before I decide?
It's going to be an attack roll.
Skeletons can't hit shit. Roll. This.
Do me a favor and roll damage. Reaching up over the cauldron, you manage to put your claw against the side of her neck and yank down. And it nearly severs her head. Asriel.
Yes.
I will give you the opportunity here to make a reflex save to dash forward and grab the head before it falls into the pot as it gets severed. Before you roll,
Why roll?
the DC you are looking for is an 18.
Okay.
And I am not going to allow a hero point on this.
I believe in you.
Can Zuka do it?
I'm going to ask you to do it.
Okay.
We're looking at the exact 50% shot here.
You have a +8 to reflex?
7. Am I still under Bane?
Bane should have worn off.
Bane would not apply a penalty to your reflex save.
Mm.
So technically no.
Okay.
But Bane only applies a penalty to an attack roll. And Bane would still be active. It will last the entire minute.
Oh.
Even once the caster is dead. Because it's persistent magic. It is not something that requires itself be
Oh,
sustained.
because it's not sustained. That's
Sustaining just increases the range.
Sustaining just increases the aura. Otherwise, it will just last its entire minute duration.
Reflex save. No basic undead benefits. Shit.
Okay. You watch as Drag manages to sever the head almost entirely. The hands and heads that are holding on to her hair at that point just continue to pull, though, and with much less resistance, especially around the neck area, just tear the head fully free and pull it into the pot, before reaching back up to latch onto the rest of the body and begin pulling it once more.
At that point, Philip just let go.
I don't know what happened.
You can hear well enough, you just can't see at the moment.
Can I hear well enough to know that the head fell into the cauldron?
You definitely heard a splash.
I
probably heard a shit from Israel or Azrael or something.
I probably heard and felt the body get lighter.
Yeah.
Or the hold on the body get lighter.
Yeah, there was definitely a jerk sort of as the head.
I let go.
Free. Okay.
Can I move and try to disable the pod?
If you want to try and push it over now, you absolutely may.
Because it's the same round.
Instead of letting, it's not my turn anymore. Instead of letting go, is there anything I can do to assist the overturning of the pot?
Yeah, you can do the same thing you tried last session, which is sort of get ready to cast an assistive little ward with an occultism check.
Sure.
Is it only occultism?
I will be using occultism.
Athletics is the harder
occultism or
16.
religion to cast the ward.
Athletics religion. Okay, I'll do religion.
All right. Can I do? So I do my occultism check now.
Yes.
Damn.
18.
So
let the aid roll go first, Azrael, because there's a button to give yourself the bonus.
Did the aid roll work?
That is a success, so that would give Azrael a +1. That is not enough to push the pot over, though, or to fully finalize the ward, as at this point the body is cooking.
Yeah.
But at the same time, the fight is over, and you all survived. Just barely.
Just
but
barely.
You survived.
By the non-existent skin on our teeth.
The head and the body are gone.
They're in the pot at the moment being cooked. We'll see what happens, if anything, to them. I mean, there were other body parts remaining in the cauldron, so who's to say that it's going to completely dissolve the body or anything?
Would it be worth trying to keep disabling it, or is it like, it's already in there,
Give me a recall knowledge roll, Azrael.
Okay.
Can I join on this recall knowledge?
You've already given one on this sort of thing.
We still in turn
religion again.
No, we're not in order anymore.
Oh no, I
stand up, please.
Roll one.
Yeah, absolutely. Unfortunately, Azrael, you're not sure what exactly is going on here. By all accounts, from what you're aware of, the cauldron should have stopped cooking when
she's
Kepgeda
dead.
died. She's dead.
But also, like, pulled her in, so I don't think it's her cauldron. I think she was like its witch.
You're not certain right now. It might take some experts to take a look at it.
I'm not a
disable
fucking witch caster.
Do you want to try and disable the pot drag?
Disable pot.
Yeah. There you go.
Disable pot.
No more pot.
With the amount of magic you all have been focusing on trying to ward this pot, to prevent those spectral blades and hands from continuing to claw at you all, standing up, Drag, no longer having to worry about actively dying again to this witch, you manage to complete that magical ward over the pot. No more smoke leaks out of it. No more blades and screams manage to escape it. Underneath the film of magic, though, you can see the pot still boiling away.
Anyone with more than 1 HP want to reach in there and grab that? I'm literally just shouting at the pot, give me her head.
I know I've already made an occultism check. And apologies, my face is being crushed by a very friendly cat right now. Can I... Is there any occultism or arcane check I can make to again try to convince the pot to just give us an identifiable body part. Like
Pretty sure we disabled the pot.
we did.
I don't think the pot is magic anymore. I think it's just cooking.
The pot is no longer actively trying to kill you.
But it's still
That is
magical.
what disabling it did.
But it's still magical, right?
Oh, absolutely. It is still cooking away.
Would if we brought Berlin Kageda's skull, would that be enough?
I mean, Berlin doesn't know who Kegeda looks like, does she?
No, but I also don't want to lie to Berlin.
You see the head in the pot.
Oh wait, hold
At the
on.
moment,
What's my
no. The
What's our
liquid is
deadline?
quite opaque. The deadline's in about 4.5 hours.
Damn it! I don't have time for a long rest.
If we
No.
give if we give Berlin the bones of Kegeda, it doesn't have to be the skull.
She asked for the head.
She asked for that.
Fuck!
A skull probably would be fine.
Yeah.
Can I make an occultism or an arcane, or
Hey, I have a stupid question. Can we just tip the pot over now?
can we
You
just tip the
can.
pot over?
Yeah?
Yeah.
I put my foot up on the edge and I kick.
Okay.
I should wait. How long does blindness last?
A minute.
I'm gonna wait for blindness to finish and then I'm gonna kick.
Okay. Is anyone
I wanna be able-
kicking before blindness wears off, or are you all waiting the minute for that to wear off?
Zuko will push the button.
Damn it!
Why damn?
I wanted to be able to see in case more of those hand things come out and start chasing us.
I don't want to let it cook for a whole minute.
Oh.
Tip.
Huh.
The pot.
I need someone here to roll a flat check for me.
No. Brian.
Pot check. Oh.
Greg, do it.
You're the one with fucking Die Hard.
Yeah, you do it. You're the one with Die Hard.
To be fair, though, he's the only one that can fix people as well, so maybe not him.
Okay, we're pretty good.
How long? For?
You tip the pot over.
Okay.
And boiling liquid, flesh, blood, fat, a million other things that you don't know exactly what it was come spilling out onto the cobblestone.
Right away.
Multiple rent body parts, the hands and two heads, 4 hands and 2 heads, actively in the middle of tearing the torso apart of who you imagine to be Kegeda. Half the flesh has been melted off of what remains of her head, the hair entirely burned apart, but these remaining body parts seem to be ignoring the head and are actively dismantling the body.
Get the head. Just get the head and run. Get the head and we run.
Yeah.
It occurs to me that I could have probably just used telekinetic. If I could have seen, I might have been able to use telekinetic hand to grab the head out. But it would have cooked for a full minute, and that's not good. Just grab the head and we run.
Okay. Who's picking up the head?
Fuck it. Y'all are all pussies. Grabs head.
I can't grab the head. I'm blind. I don't know where it is.
Jacob ran away! What the?
Drag steps forward, scoops the head up out of the boiled muck.
Someone grab my arm and let's run.
I have. Let's go.
Okay.
Lock this room.
Seeing eye snake.
Okay, I have my seeing eye snake is with me.
You
Yep.
hold on to Zuka's tail.
I hold on to Zuka's tail. Thank you, Zuka.
Ignore the human corner, I guess.
The unconscious human in the corner, locked in a
We'll-
cage.
We'll come back. We own the bar. We'll come back for them.
Aha. All right. Fair enough.
Do we have the key for this room? Was it on Kepgeda?
You didn't really have the chance to search her body.
I don't really want to fuck with those hands. They might
That's
kill me.
fair.
I have thieves' tools. I can always unlock the door later. Let's just leave. Do we want to wait and unlock that door and drag that person out as well? Or is this a fuck it, we leave?
Yeah, I was just gonna lock her in.
Does it look like the boiling liquid is gonna get anywhere near like killing this person?
No, it mostly
Okay.
spilled northwards.
They're unconscious.
Mm-hmm.
Can I root around in my bag, grab some rations, and chuck them through the bars of the gate?
Oh, good plan. Good plan.
Are you waiting the minute or so at this point for your blindness to wear off?
No, I'm gonna grab the rations out of my bag, hand them to someone, and say, "Throw them through the bars and let's go."
I will do so.
All right. Fair enough. Also, probably fair to mention, Philip, technically you would have no idea how long the blindness will last.
True.
So, for all you know, it could be permanent.
And I will deal with that at a later date.
Get Jeff on
I'm
it.
sure we could pay someone to fix it.
Yeah.
Philip's like, hey,
Clarence can
two
work on
eyes
it with me.
versus eyeballs out. It would have come back anyway.
We're good friends. We can fix blindness for a price.
All right. Then you will make your way safely out of the room. As you make your way out, the sounds of flesh tearing stop.
Shake a book, get back in there.
Hmm.
Poke your head.
I can't hear you.
Poke your head back in there. Poke Zuka's head in there.
Seeing Ice Snake.
Shake
I think he's talking about the room you guys were just in.
Oh,
the one
okay.
where all the sounds
Flesh
just
tearing
stopped.
stopped
Second where he left.
Are they coming after us?
Pretty sure they're not gonna kill the poor thing in the cage.
Zuka taking a look in. There's no more movement. Kageda's body lays torn and strewn about the boiled muck of the ground, and what remains of those hands and skulls is now bones. The flesh seemingly having sloughed off of them.
Ugh.
One blind man.
After about a minute or so, Philip, your blindness will end.
Okay.
Let us go
I'll-
to Berlin.
Head to Berlin. Let's just head to Berlin. Let's head home, get dressed, and head to Berlin.
I'm just going to Berlin. Fuck it.
We need to look presentable.
Get some of the blood off. It goes on the table, not on the clothes.
Mm-hmm.
He's the only one here that wears clothes, sir.
Just because you don't wear clothes doesn't mean you have to enforce that on everyone else. Don't you want to mend some of those cracked bones you got there?
Oh.
Or do you wish to go to dinner at 1 hit point and wounded 2? Because if you do, I won't stop you.
I'm gonna go to dinner on death's door. That way, when someone decides to fuck with us and kills us,
Yeah, we just
Poison us
immediately
in the
die.
dinner.
Someone just shoots us and we just immediately die.
Makes it seem 1,000 times worse.
Spicy curry, you take 1 fire damage.
It starts twitching.
I pull up with 2 hit points. I take one bite of a spicy curry. I immediately die of indigestion.
TPK'd by soup.
Chokes on finger bones.
You're assuming I'm going to be fucking just sitting there eating and not just sitting there
Okay.
dead, staring off into space.
Poke our head into the poisoner guy's room. Is he back yet, or did he
He's
just
gone.
completely dip? He's gone.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure he'll be back.
He'll be back.
He had
He'll be
such a
back.
great deal. Did we pay him in advance?
You did.
Hmm.
At least
Well.
you paid part of it in advance.
Oh,
You
okay.
paid 70 gold up front, the remaining 80 to come after you
Okay.
killed Kepgeda.
That was smart of us. Glad we did that.
I think it was more because you guys weren't certain you could get 150 gold from Berlin.
But we did, didn't we?
No, you only
Yeah.
got the 70.
Oh, yeah.
She did not give you a full 150.
She just made up the difference.
Alright.
Alright. Homeward bound.
Homeward bound. You guys wish to make your way home, take some time to rest and heal up, get changed, get dressed, whatever you would like to do.
We only have 4 hours.
Can we heal up to full?
We only have 4 hours, I thought.
You've got about 4.5 hours till dinner. So we'll say it takes like half an hour of that time to travel to and from
So-
locations, making sure you arrive probably a few minutes early.
Mhm.
So,
Do we have
if you
any
guys
fancy
wanted- Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
do we have any fancy boxes to put it in?
A fancy box to put it in? Probably not.
We should have at least some kind of There's a full stock kitchen. Do we have a serving platter and a cloche?
Oh, good
And
plan.
a
Good
manor?
plan.
Yeah.
Sure.
I
I
grab
think it's
those.
not going to be in great condition because it is the mansion's been old and abandoned, so it's a
I
little
can-
rusted. It's a little.
Can I make a
grody.
quick? Can I make a quick crafting check to make it a little bit more presentable?
You know what? Sure, I'd say you're welcome to spend like 2 hours or so of this time just trying to clean up it, make it look as good as possible.
Do you want a crafting check then?
Please.
Basically,
One
the repair action.
Yeah.
Let me grab my character sheet again. Now I start fucking. Well, I guess I'm.
All right. As you take a bit of time, as you all took some time to clean up, Azrael sees to everyone's wounds, and you really focus on cleaning up a serving platter and cover to really make the body or the head presentable to Berlin. Everyone feel free to pop yourselves up to full, remove your wounded condition that you've got. We'll step forward a couple hours here until right before dinner time. And as you guys make your way up this, here's a question. Berlin said she had dinner with the governor. Are you heading to her estate or the governor's?
Let's head to her estate.
All right.
She outranks him politically, legally, yes?
Which one is in the
Yes and
eyes?
no.
In the eyes of the law.
Yeah, in
I
the
mean,
literal
she's
eyes
highest
of the law.
power.
Okay.
When it comes to running Grey Dirge,
Mhm.
the governor has top power. Everyone give me a recall knowledge roll, actually. This sounds like a good time for one of those.
Nice little society.
Yeah, see how well you guys understand that sort of high-level political sphere of Geb.
Let me know if you can hear a cat headbutting my mic.
No,
but I wish
can't
you
say
could.
that awful roll.
Wow.
I blame my cat.
Drag, would you like to roll? I think that is a no. Neither of you are very well aware that high-level political scene. So you're not really certain. Like, theoretically, Berlin's absolutely more powerful, but at the same time, the governor should be the one absolutely in charge of this city. So you're not really sure who would rank above who. It might be that in some matters, one has more power than the other.
That makes more sense.
But you're not entirely certain. You all would know who the governor is, though, here in Grey Dirge. Let me go ahead and pull his artwork up.
Whose house is more impressive?
Well, Berlin's has the big private green estate. Kepgeda's residence is this big building over here.
Okay, let's head to Berlin's first, and we can run over to the governor's if we need to.
Do you want to leave with enough time that if you had to head over or switch between, you could?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Good to know. Let me pull up. As he is known, Kepgeda Seven Stomachs, the governor of Grey Dirge. Look at that beautiful boy. Alright. As you guys make your way over to dinner with the surprise, that is where we're going to go ahead and take a very quick break. So stand up, stretch, get y'all's water, scream at the uncaring void, who knows. I will see you in a few minutes. I'm not an uncaring void.
Caring void.
Welcome back. Alright, so you guys make your way over to Berlin's estate after taking some time to clean up, and as you arrive, Murk is at the front gate. Were you here for Mistress Aldorley?
Yes. She invited us
Here
to
for the-
dinner.
Yes, the dinner.
She has taken her servants over to the governor's house.
All
I
right,
will
then.
show you the way,
Thank you.
as has been
We appreciate it.
instructed. And Murk will begin leading you all through the open streets of Grey Dirge, down towards the governor's quarter and towards Kepgeda's mansion itself.
Which one of us made the deal with Berlin for the money in the head?
Ezreal.
I'll pass the serving platter with cloche to Ezreal.
Ah, thank you.
All right. As you all make your way down the road, you've seen the governor's mansion before. None of you have really ever been, but it is a veritable fortress of bone here in the city. It's got a pair of rising spires that make up the tallest points of the city. And as you make your way to the front door, Murk steps up and uses the knocker a few times before the doors open and a pair of well-dressed ghouls sort of look at Murk. He says a little something to them you don't quite catch, but they both look at you all, nod. Murk steps back. I must take my leave here, but these two servants will see you to the dinner room. Enjoy yourselves.
Thank you
Have a
so
good
much.
evening.
Have a great evening.
Murk will begin to walk down the road back in the direction you all came from.
He's always so polite. I know he gets paid to do it, but he does a good job of doing it.
As the other two ghouls now look at all of you. Guests of Mistress Aldorley, follow
Yes.
us, please.
Very well.
And they'll lead the three of you. Is Zuka currently manifested or not, actually?
Typically, unless specified as not.
Fair enough. Then the four of you. Taking you through a series of relatively narrow passages, not through any large open rooms or anything of the sort. Down a few flights of steps, you get the feeling you're going pretty far below street level. A couple dozen, if not up to maybe 200 feet below ground. But eventually, a pair of double doors sort of open up as you approach, leading down another relatively large flight of angled steps towards what must be an ossuary turned dining room. A number of sort of low tables surrounded by comfortable cushioned chairs, chandeliers made out of bone hanging from the ceiling, with a variety of colored lights sort of dancing from them. You get the sense that if the intensity of the light was turned up just a bit, great rave room. But at the moment, the lights are relatively dimmed and muted, which, while there is still color being presented throughout the room, it is relatively just dour still. But you do see a magnificent spread laid out on all of the tables. A few people sitting at side ones, but at the main table, at the head and butt of the table respectively, are Berlin and Kepgeda currently not eating as of yet, but sitting down, just conversing with one another. And they both look in your guys' direction as the doors open and you enter. Guests of Berlin Haldoli currently arriving. A skeleton at the bottom of the steps announces while also bowing.
I'm gonna look at the skeleton. I'm gonna do a very stiff bow. Because would I have met the governor in my previous position?
No.
Cool. I do a very stiff bow.
Yours was not high enough.
What's the dickhead skeleton's name? Who was my boss?
Calvax?
Yeah, would Calvax have... Is Calvax here?
No, Calvax is not here. Calvax might have met the governor once or twice in passing, but never would have actually gone to meet him. Because Calvax reports directly to Berlin still.
Gotcha.
Interesting.
So that would have maybe been a meeting of opportunity between them. Well, well. I see you made it on time. She kind of pulls out a quick pocket watch to take a look at it. Wonderful. I hope you are here to report a good success. Come, sit down. Eat. We've reserved seats for you all.
I will walk over and take a seat.
Yep.
Kepgeda just sort of looking you all up and down with relatively obvious distaste on his face. He doesn't seem necessarily great at hiding his expressions.
Is that distaste for all of us or distaste for me being a quick?
All. Not directly towards any of you in particular, it doesn't seem.
Good news! He's not racist. He's just a dick.
Or it's towards Quick and Skeletons.
Good
Who
news!
knows?
He's either not racist and just a dick, or he's very racist.
We're narrowing down the possibilities one by one.
It's one or the other. 50-50 shot.
He either is or he isn't.
He either is racist. He either is racist, or he's either very racist, or he's not racist at all.
Right?
Regardless, he's a dick.
But he's in a position of power. He can afford to be a dick.
Yep. I didn't say that out loud.
You could tell you were thinking it.
I feel like he can't tell. He's just assuming it. That's why he's mad.
That's fair.
Hey,
That's for horses.
Philip is just thinking, how the fuck has my life gotten this complicated so
Sorry.
quickly?
Let's back it up a second. Philip thinking. Azrael, note that time and date. We just saw a unique event occurring.
Hey, he's moving up in the world.
I have a very high intelligence.
His key ability score.
Yeah. My intelligence is the highest of the party. I've got a +3. Drag has a +1, and Azrael's a -1.
Hey,
And
we don't judge ability scores here.
sure.
The ableist.
Are you the one taking the measure of a man here, Philip? By numbers?
Ah.
Uh,
Philip realizes he's being a bigot and sits down.
All I ask for.
how should I like present the platter? Should I like give it to a servant to take over to her? Should I like put it on the table?
Well, she's
Put
invited
it in
you all
front
to
of
the
her?
table she's sitting at.
Well, yeah. As we're working at the table, I'm just like wondering what I do with this thing in my hands.
Oh, if we haven't delivered the package yet, I'm gonna not sit yet. I will remain standing.
And I'll walk over to my chair and then wonder what to do from here.
I can.
Where's
I will
Requiem? What would
quickly
Requiem do?
I'll quickly speak up. Mistress Berlin, we have a gift for you, and I'll gesture to Azrael.
I do like a good gift. What have you brought me today?
Gonna walk up, like a seat down the table from her, trying to like prop it forward and pull the lid off. The
Oh.
leader of the what the hell? Well, words have failed me.
You should say the head of a person who sought to wrong you.
Ooh, that's pretty good. Yeah, I'll do that.
Well, normally a great thing. Her response to that would more along the lines be, well, many have sought to wrong me. You don't understand how little that narrows it down, dear.
The
three-fingered hand?
No, I got that one. I'm just
Okay.
like trying to. The sentence keeps breaking down halfway through.
Ah, you can't brain.
I can't brain. I'm like I got all the words there. I'm like missing all the. Like, it's just nouns in a row.
Hey,
and I
that
need
just
to-
checks out since Azrael, your head is
Wow.
quite empty.
Wow. Now who's judging the
Racist.
stats?
Hey, you were the one who brought up numbers first, Philip.
I do that a lot.
I'm gonna check my note real quick. The head of the poisoner plot that you had us investigating.
Now that is what I like to
Thoroughly
hear.
dealt
I'm sorry, Drag, were you going to say something?
Oh, that's what he was struggling with.
Yes.
That exact phrase is in my head the entire time.
The words poisoner
Yeah,
plot
so-
just were not coming forth.
I like to imagine there was an actual solid, 90 seconds there in character where everyone was just staring at Azrael as Azrael was just fumbling
It's been
words.
a long day. I almost
really
died
has.
like 3 times.
The last, 2 days have been rough.
We need a break.
The head of the plot. Now that is what I like to see, like to hear. Does look so upset. I venture to guess she wasn't terribly happy with how you took care of her. No. Looks,
You seem so certain of victory up until the final moment.
She does have that expression, doesn't she? That moment where triumph turns to despair. What a delectable experience. Well, she sort of claps her hand and the entire tray and head vanish.
Out of character. Guys, I think we're working for the bad guys.
Oh, fun guys! I
again.
think we're.
There's no good people here. You're all bad
Why
guys.
was that
That is a
character?
wonderful
I know what I'm doing.
Sit. One, I don't believe any of you have met Kepgeda, my recent agent. You don't all have a name you like to go by, do you? terribly droll if you do, but I'll take that as a no. What'd you say, Azrael?
I said not yet.
Well, 'tis a pleasure to host you all in my home. I am Kepgeda, acting governor of Grey Dirge. Sit, eat, replenish your strength. I would be delighted to be regaled with the stories of your exploits these recent weeks.
We would love to share them with you.
Playing a bard.
Over the table, what ancestry is the governor?
He is a ghoul.
Oh.
This
Okay.
man would
Or
absolutely
sorry, not a
poison-
ghoul. He is a ghast, I should specify.
Don't exactly know what that is. What the difference is.
It's a cuboid creature that flies through the airs of the hells with squid-like tentacles and shoots fireballs.
See, that's racist.
Yeah, I don't think that's accurate.
I think it depends on what kind of ghast you're talking about.
Ghasts are effectively stronger ghouls.
Oh,
Is the
okay.
easiest way to put it.
Sounds vaguely racist.
Oh well.
I didn't say that was a bad thing for you, Gab.
They're also extremely foul smelling,
Not trying being racist.
but they are inherently just a more powerful kin of ghouls.
That's neat.
Yeah, they sort of all fall under that ghoul subcategory. Ghast is just they're stronger effectively.
Mm-hmm.
But I will leave it up to you guys if you want to actively describe what you've been through, or if you'd just like to say that the meal is progressing with you all, summarizing what you have accomplished these recent days.
Normally, I like politics with the K, but I do not have brains for dinner party.
Fair enough. You will definitely say then you just sort of.
Now, if you two want to go right ahead, I don't have a problem with
Oh.
sitting, but I don't have this much to think.
Then we can go over like our investigation start to finish.
Sure.
It's like we did the farm. We found like these clues. We found like this poison that didn't work. Then we found out later from the poisoner himself that it didn't work because it wasn't mixed properly. It was entirely user error. We didn't ever find any samples that were mixed, did we?
No. But you do have a little bit of each of the components.
It may
Here,
mayhaps
demonstrates properly and it kills him.
yeah, mayhaps the Bloodlord would be intrigued to test the combined effects of them on some deserving soul at a later date.
Oh, well. I can't say I'm one much for the usage of poisons. I'll leave it up to you if you wish to hold on to them, maybe use them in the future yourself.
An interesting poison to affect an undead.
This is not a poison that affects undead.
Oh, I thought that was the
It
whole
only
point.
affects the living.
Oh, it's going for the food supply. That's right.
Yes,
Never mind.
This was Old
That's
Urgogs,
right.
from what you guys know, was one of the specific farms that supplies food to Grey Dirge's living population.
That's right.
That was the whole sort of issue behind it.
Yep. Okay. That's a much less interesting poison all of a sudden.
Not to say there aren't poisons that affect undead, especially here in Geb, but... Well, you guys spend a little bit of time going over your various escapades and what you've accomplished these recent days. Give me perception checks, everyone. And how much are you revealing? Are you guys actively revealing everything, or is there anything you're trying to keep secret? I should have asked
I don't
that.
think we mentioned the bank at all.
You're not mentioning the bank at all.
I will not speak until Azrael has spoken first. I will trust his intuition.
What did we learn at the bank?
That was seemingly where they had picked up the supplies from for the poison, because you had the shipping containers in the vaults that were filled with them. And you, from the box that had some of it, it seemed to have a ripped off label of some sort, and all that remained were the two letters S and A.
Did we ever figure out what those two letters meant?
No. Not a lot to go off of.
No. I mean, Burnley knows that we went there, so if she asks, that's one thing, but
she doesn't. If you guys aren't bringing up the bank and its relevance, she specifically won't. There is going to be a little bit of incongruity at that point, though, if you talk about the bone shards, because why would the three-fingered hand attack the bone shards? Because they did it for the bank key, so if you're trying to just not mention the bank, you might not mention them either.
Sure.
Yeah.
Just solely mention sort of going from old Urgogs to figuring out, researching them in town and figuring out they were at the Crooked Coffin.
I can talk. Philip can also talk about his humble beginnings that led to assistance in the case.
Bore everyone to death with that.
I spend a good 3 minutes until someone cuts me off talking about my rats.
Getting away from those rats. You said you started infiltrating the Crooked Coffin, what was it, yesterday?
Yes. Only such a short time.
So it's you I have to thank for the untamed zombies that tried to wreak havoc around the court yesterday, then. Now.
Philip doesn't say that.
Kepgeda. Small problem, but you cannot belittle them their success. After all, they succeeded and they brought us the head of their enemy, so I don't think that we have anything to be upset about now, do we? No. You could have done things a bit more cleanly, but you aren't in any kind of trouble. I'd never accuse the allies of Grey Dirge's only resident bloodlord of causing me trouble. No. Certainly not.
Philip does not laugh in game.
Is it the smallest snicker?
No.
No.
Philip doesn't actually understand what he's saying.
Fair enough. As you guys are sort of finishing up your discussion of what you've accomplished, the doors slam open.
Oh.
you hear the sounds of arguing and a relatively high-pitched voice. I don't care what he's doing. I demand to see the governor at once! And this figure comes storming down the steps. I'll just leave you all to take a look at that. I'm not even going to try and describe them.
Okay,
Do we
I will.
recognize them?
You do not recognize them. There's like 3 of the governor's staff following and sort of like making apologetic gestures, but Berlin sort of sees and waves them off. Oh, speak. What do you have for us? Oh. Miss Heldoli's here as well. Wonderful. Then both of you can attest to what I have to say here. Vaskish Quick Tongue of the Tax Collectors Union come from Mekatar to reopen Greydirge Bank. After
We've made good choices in this
the
conversation.
grounds today, I demand answers. Why has there been violence there? Berlin just looks at you all.
Phillips is fucking nothing.
Looking perplexed.
Give me a deception check.
But it's just blind, probably.
It should be blind, yes, please.
Get
I
out of
need
here.
you rolling, not Zuka.
Oh, my bad. Double invalid roll.
Perfect, get rid of the 3.
Blind GM.
It's relatively obvious that you are not being entirely honest. Or at the very least, you might have an idea about it.
Not the best poker face.
But no one calls you out on it, at the very least. And there's a stretching moment of silence here before Kepgeda speaks up. Mr. Quicktongue, if there has been violence there, then perhaps the Tax Collectors Union should have kept a closer eye on their assets. But on my position of governor, I shall graciously allow you to reopen Greydirge's bank. Sort of grumbles
Who do we know that
a little bit.
Who do we know that the bank belongs to?
You've got the document that states that the bank belongs to the Builders League now, not actually the tax collectors anymore. You could pull that out if you wanted.
We didn't tell Verlaine about that, right?
No.
In the last meeting.
No one knows you have that.
Can I do a recall knowledge check?
Sure.
Who is Berlin on friendlier terms with? The Builders League or the tax collectors?
I mean, she's a member of the Reanimators, from what you're aware of. And you did go over Tilgamit's notes about the different factions. You aren't entirely sure which one they have a better time with, realistically. If there's anything you're aware of, though, the Reanimators are not on great terms with the Tax Collectors Union. They aren't necessarily allies with either, though.
This guy's being really annoying, too.
Yeah. You could, so realistically, your options here. You could choose to not reveal it at all, which would change nothing. You could reveal it and very theatrically tear it up in front of him, which would probably give you guys a great little standing with the Tax Collectors Union for a bit. Or you could reveal it for what it actually is, which would probably get you guys in good sitting with the Builders League.
Who do we want to be in good? Who do we? No one likes the tax collectors, right?
No.
I would like. I think since no one likes the tax collectors, even should we're going to become bloodlords eventually.
Mm-hmm.
Even should we try to side with the tax collectors, it's just going to get people to dislike us.
I love how you say that like it's a given. We will become bloodlords.
Or die
Philip
trying.
is going to be a bloodlord or die trying. That is how this campaign works. I think. I have actual...
What's our current rep with the factions right now? That's not 0.
I'm fairly sure you're 0 with everyone.
I thought we started with some for the background.
You have a mild relationship with the reanimators at this point in time.
Mm-hmm.
And the reanimators don't like the tax collectors. Because no one likes the tax collectors.
Yeah.
Can I...
They need to exist for us to get money, but...
Okay, I'm gonna pose this above table to the group before I try this. How much do we like Berlin, and do we wish to remain in good standing with her?
I'll give you guys this idea. Whether you reveal this or not will not change your guys' standing with the reanimators at all. This is going to solely affect your personal relationships with the tax collectors and builders league. The reanimators probably won't factor into this, because Berlin, while she's a member of the reanimators, isn't like their head or anything, and she recognizes that you all are seeking your own power. If you want to join the reanimators with her, she's all for it. She's not going to hold you to it, though. She's not going to force you to join her faction.
I was thinking we could pass the note to her and increase her standing with one of them and suck up to her, but if this is for our benefit...
You could do that. You're not certain what benefits that may provide.
Yeah. I'm fuck with the Builders League.
Yeah. I think Azrael's more inclined towards the Builders League than the tax collectors.
Philip's a working class guy, does not like the tax collectors.
I was wondering, is there a reason in particular Philip doesn't like the tax collectors?
They took part of my paycheck.
Yeah, you don't like working for half pay?
They took part of my paycheck, and then they got rid of Social Security.
Look,
classic.
We have a very comprehensive welfare program here in Geb. You just don't qualify for it yet.
I shouldn't have to wait until I die to qualify for it.
Well,
seems we're in agreement.
That's why Philip doesn't like it anyway.
Mistress Berlin, we have another gift
real quick,
for you.
Drag, are you okay presenting this as well? Because I don't think you guys have heard from Drag.
No, we haven't.
I had to take care of something. I have missed the last 7. I did not have time to.
We're debating whether or not to reveal. The tax collectors just stormed in and said that they're reopening the bank because they own it. They're throwing out accusatory glances about someone wrecking the bank.
Could be anyone.
We have that piece of paper that says that the Builders League owns it, not the tax collectors. We're debating whether or not to reveal it. Whose side we should get on.
And what are your arguments? I need to hear closing arguments.
Philip is voting to reveal that the Builders League has ownership of the bank and not destroy that document, and so that the tax collectors have no choice but to fuck off.
That would be the most legal thing to do.
That would be the most legal thing to do. Philip is doing it because
taxation is theft.
Jokingly, yes. Philip is thinking about reputation. Philip has grown a lot in social standing the last month. How long has it been since we started? A month? A few weeks?
I'd say up to a month is relatively fair. But more than likely it's been 2 to 3 weeks, max.
Philip has understood a lot more over the past few weeks.
He's woken up.
And probably wants to continue to climb this social ladder that we've all been climbing. And Philip, I think, realizes that trying to get on the good side of the most hated faction to start is not good for climbing the social ladder. if we want to make a good connection with the tax collectors, let's do it when we have a little bit more power.
Mhm.
I'm not against going on the side of the tax collectors. I just don't think, as a start, it's a good idea.
That's real.
No, I agree.
Oh, well then we are in agreement. Fuck the taxman.
I'm gonna.
But you must do it tactfully.
I really
I'm
want to
going
know,
to-
Philip, where are you getting the fact that the tax collectors are the most hated from?
Because a majority of common people don't like taxes. Is that true? With my recall knowledge, is that true?
I mean, the faction relationships are extremely complicated. You can't
Yeah.
really say anyone directly hates a faction. No one would really come out and say they hate a faction.
It feels to me like the Builders League would be an easier faction to ally ourselves with. than
Both the
tax
builders
collectors.
and the tax collectors are the most ancient and traditional factions here in Geb.
Well,
Quite
I'm gonna
frankly,
give you.
neither are super liked.
I'm
if
gonna
we're
give you
being
the
fair.
counterpoint because the taxman's gonna show up to your door and take your money, and the builder's gonna show up to your door and say, "Get out! We're paving your house for a new driveway."
Yeah.
Mhm.
The Builders League will just repossess people's buildings because they feel like it.
Mm.
That being
We
said,
also know like secrets.
They do know
that being
secrets.
said, I'm with Azra here.
Sure.
And if you ask me in character later, I will divulge.
I will pull out the note from my jacket. and
However,
look to Azriel.
and
Philip
out
will-
of character, please do this tactfully and be like, it's fucked when we got there.
Yeah. Philip is gonna pull out the letter, hold it out of view from everyone, except for
Mhm.
who's sitting on this side of the table. It's the three of us in Berlin.
Berlin's sitting at one end of the table. Kepgeda sitting at the other end. I don't know
Cool.
where you guys chose to sit.
Okay.
Near Berlin.
Near Berlin. I'm gonna pull out the piece of paper that claims it, and I'm gonna hide it so
And
that
it's early.
only Azriel, Drag, and Berlin, if she's looking over at us at the current moment, only the three of them can see this piece of paper.
I need a sleight of hand check to do that
Absolutely.
because of the table's position. and
Is
where
that stealth
Vaskish-
or thievery?
I'm sorry. This would be thievery. Sleight of hand is a Call of Cthulhu skill.
Blind?
Yes, please.
You're really not a sleight of hand.
You pull out the document, Philip, but not nearly as stealthily as you are trying to do. The paper ends up rustling pretty loudly as it comes out of your pocket, and everyone turns to look at you.
I will then dramatically hand
That's
the
your
paper
flair.
to Azriel. I'll flick my wrist so that everyone can see a folded piece of paper with no discernible writing, and I will
Okay.
hand a piece of paper to Azriel and
It's,
nod kindly in his direction.
Mistress Berlin, Mr. Governor, we have another present.
Oh,
I
do
don't-
tell.
I'll hand it to her to read.
She raises an eyebrow. But
I
she
wanna
will
imagine-
take it.
I want to imagine that Philip is sat between the two of them. So he hands it to his left, and then Azrael has to hand it across him to Berlin.
That sounds like something Philip would do.
Philip doesn't know what Azriel was going to do. Philip wanted to just get it in the hands of Azriel.
She'll take it, read it silently. Her eyebrows definitely go up and she just bursts into laughter. Oh, this is a wonderful little item you found. You said gift, but I mean, who exactly is this a gift for? Are you giving this to me, or are you making use of this yourselves?
I just wanted you to confirm it was legitimate.
Oh, I can absolutely confirm that it is legitimate. All yours then. Go ahead, do us a favor, read it aloud.
Do you have the text description?
There's no exact text description. The main important piece that you're looking for, it is the original building contract of the bank. But the most important little piece of information that is written on there is that it states it grants full rights and ownership to the bank upon completion of the site to the tax collectors union, and that the Builders League authority regarding all matters concerning the bank is second to the union's authority until that the bank has failed to continuously operate for a period of a year and a day, at which point authority over the structure and its operation reverts to the Builders League.
Out of character, this is how you get a pipe bomb in the mail, by the way.
Mm-hmm. And that has been closed for
It's
much
been
more
closed
than
for
that.
over 2 years. Now, just over 2 years, actually.
The bank's not actually yours to reopen.
What do you mean? Or
Why
are you
would-
saying that after reading it aloud?
After I read that entire thing verbatim, and then
Gotcha.
Add that sentence to the
Gotcha. His eyes are like little orange glowing slits with how squinted he goes at the moment. Kicks a nearby chair that no one's sitting in, spending it across the room. Fine. Understood. I won't challenge a rival faction's claim on the property. I'll remember you three, though. There may be words to have if you're good at digging up ancient documents like this one. And then Vaskish storms out of the room.
Could you put his name in the chat, please?
Vaskish?
Yeah.
You have to go add that to the notes section of dire enemies.
I was gonna say, is this going in Azrael's little black book?
Enmity gained.
Enemies. That's a great enemies section. What's his name? There we go.
Yeah, let me put it this way. Doing that gets you guys 8 relationship points with the Builders League.
Whoa!
Holy shit!
It also gives you -4 relationship with the tax collectors.
That's positive 4.
That's a net gain, man.
No, we did good. We did good. That was the right decision.
Yeah.
I mean, would it have even given us negative relationship with the Builders League?
Yes,
Oh, because they are aware of this.
because
break the
they would know that they own it. They would probably have a copy of this document themselves. So, word would likely... I mean, actually, even if they didn't, someone in this room would have overheard and would have let an agent of the Builders League know that you revealed their claim on a building and tore it up.
All right.
Wait, was that ever on the table? Because that sounds like a horrible fucking decision.
Yeah, that was one of our options you discussed while you were gone.
Yeah. So your options were basically not reveal the document, reveal it and get points with the Builders League, or reveal it and destroy it to get points with the tax collectors.
Yeah,
Could we
option
have
3
revealed
was
it
never
later?
an option. Fuck that.
What, Azrael?
Could we have waited until they started doing things and then revealed it to just devastating blow them?
You could have.
That would have been way more rep lost though.
It would have been a lot
probably
more
wouldn't-
rep lost and probably would have caused actual consequences for you.
Mm-hmm.
There would have been people out for blood had you done that.
Yeah, we just
So-
wanted to.
Yeah,
We were being kind. We wanted to let them know before that anything
we're just
happened.
following the law.
Yeah. It's an official legal document.
Following the law after you broke the law, but
Shh.
look, that was out of...
It's better that we say it now rather than someone in the Builders League say it later after construction has started.
Exactly. See.
Fair. Is there anything else you guys would like to talk about or do during the dinner tonight as the meal continues? after Veskish's small interruption.
Could you put the name of the person whose head we brought into the chat?
Kepgeda?
Yeah, could you spell
Kepgeda.
it? Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Kepgeda the Hag-Nailed.
Never did find a some motive for her.
I'm sorry?
Never
Oh,
did
a
discover.
motive? Not as of yet, no. No, there may be more to that.
I mean, she just kind of started out swinging.
She came from the fences.
Okay. Notes have been updated.
We have that person we left there. We can always go back and ask them what's up.
I mean, they're not.
We should probably do that after we're done with the dinner, yeah.
Oh, you meant the human. Or the caged thing. Touch him in our.
Oh,
Contract boy.
is Berlin or any of her like attendants familiar with hag magic?
In what regards are you talking about hag magic? Are you talking about what hags are capable of, or...
Oh no, we are quite familiar with that.
When we killed her, her
Yes.
pot tried to eat her, as if it was in control of the bond and not her, or something.
Must have kept quite a number of vengeful spirits trapped in there.
Ah,
But,
It is the reason the head is so
oh, that's fine.
rough
Oiled.
to observe.
Proof of death was all I was really looking for, so...
Glad we could provide that for you.
This will be fun to animate, though. See what juicy little secrets I can get out of it. She just kind of like flicks its forehead and stares at it for a moment. Yes, this
She
would
had
be
a-
fun.
She had a captive. We haven't yet.
Hmm?
She had a captive. We haven't yet
Oh,
managed to awaken.
well, all yours to do with. Take it as a reward. Speak with them, free them, eat them, do whatever you like.
wait.
After a meal like tonight, I don't know if I'm hungry anymore.
Leftovers, then.
Thank God,
Ah.
Philip.
Do with them what you would like, and enjoy yourselves. I'd say you've deserved a rest.
When you have a need of our services again, please
don't
call.
worry.
Please call upon us.
Oh, I plan to be stopping by for dinner quite frequently. Berlin is going to be a regular fixture at your guys' house for dinners, whether you want it or not, so...
How good am I at cooking?
She's cooking and you know it.
If
She's
it's at
probably-
your house, she might expect you guys to do the cooking.
Yeah.
She might bring something.
No,
Yeah, she might bring, like,
Philip.
side dishes.
Philip, you don't understand. She's cooking for you. You're cooking for her.
That'll feel bad.
We'll get a little potluck going.
Can I use crafting for cooking checks?
Yeah, that is what you would use normally.
Oh, thank fuck.
Nice.
Unless
Phil
you
just
specifically
threw-
have cooking lore, crafting would be what you use.
He's straight up doing alchemy in the kitchen to like just generate flavors into like
Hold
dry.
up. Let me fucking cook.
Starts fucking Walter Whiting it. It's like, oh yes, I know this is how you cook, but I'm going to chemically give you the perfect dish.
To enhance the flavors.
Philip inventing soda.
I tell you, the carbonation's important. Well, as the meal begins to wind down, we can always pop back if you guys have anything else you would like to talk about. But in the meantime, as the meal winds down, night sets upon everyone, that is going to be where we reach level 4.
Woo!
Woo!
Congratulations on completing the first book of Bloodlords.
Woo! I would ask while we're there, because the mayor's
Yeah.
still there, if there's an older library in the city than the one I've been visiting.
Yeah, I think the one you've been visiting is probably the oldest. Their reading in Geb isn't the most popular thing outside of the larger cities that have universities. So separately held libraries are not super common. Most of the time it's going to be like private collections people have, and then the larger universities will have collections as well.
So everyone's knowledge is going to be no finding old forgotten documents. Said.
Where's my handy table?
Sad.
You hit 4.
But yes, congratulations, you have reached level 4.
Plus 8 HP, let's go!
I love max HP on level up. It's so nice.
Instead of a silly little roll.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like it so much better than the silly little roll.
Yeah.
I get
Or having to take an average.
the
Mhm.
Alright, what's my level?
What do I get? Gunslinger feat and a skill feat. Woo!
And an
that
archetype
put me
feat.
54 HP. Oh,
I'm at
yeah,
fucking, I'm at
that's
40.
right. My level 4 is Divine Evolution.
nice.
It's
All
very
right,
funny
what-
that you're at 54 HP, considering I've seen a level 11 character before that I think had 56 HP.
Was it Nazan?
No,
Christ.
no. An elf sorcerer. With
Oh no.
6 ancestry hit points, 6 class hit points, and the con penalty.
Oh, the penalty.
Yup.
Oh.
So they had 11 hit points at level 1, and then gained 5 hit points every level after that.
Oh,
So I
we
think
get
they had
archetype.
51 or 56 hit points.
You want to die to any crit.
Yes.
Alright,
And
Jacob, I have
even-
harm now.
Huh?
I have harm now.
What is Undying Conviction? I don't remember what this does. Let's find out.
I will also say, for above boards table, once the next adventure begins, after this, you guys are going to get a solid amount of downtime to do whatever you'd like with it. But when the next adventure begins, you guys are going to be treated to access to a ritual where, Philip, you will be able to gain access to void healing.
Thank God.
So you guys will not have to worry as much about Philip dying if he reaches 0 hit points.
Oh, this is almost useless.
What, Undying Conviction?
But it's cool.
It is cool.
It is cool.
Neat if you weren't in Geb.
Yeah.
Hey,
Well, I mean, the control could be useful sometimes.
yeah.
If someone else casts Shadow Zombie.
Hmm.
Speaking of that, I get to... Like, what happens to my spells here?
You gain an additional second rank spell slot.
I can use slot at this level? Let's go!
And
That's
that
very-
is the maximum number of slots you'll ever have.
Alright.
4 spell slots.
And, you know, at least I get it, like, level 4 and not... Wait, hold on. Oh, no, yeah, I was reading the table wrong. Yeah, I get 4.
Yeah.
I thought I was
Hey.
losing at first rank.
Jericho, what's the DC for risky reload?
Mm.
I'm gonna unlearn Shadow Zombie. Spell did nothing.
To interact to reload a firearm, then make a strike with the.
Yep.
Oh, if
It's-
my
yeah, if
strike
it's-
fails, it
It
misfires.
misfires. Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's a lot more risky than I thought.
Which, are you aware of how misfires work?
No, not in the slightest.
God, you're so precious. So misfiring, making sure I've got my actual rules for that up.
Literally every game of Pathfinder I have played has been with you.
A misfire means the attack is an automatic critical fail, and you must use an interact action to clear the jam before the weapon can be reloaded and then fired again.
Gotcha. Okay.
Hey, hey, Jericho.
Yes.
I have a thing.
Ah, good old lie to me. Fantastic. You will have to remind me when you have that. Because most of the time it'd be when you go to make a sense motive check on an enemy or on someone, you will say, hey, by the way, I've got lie to me.
My reanimator buff only applies to actual, like, summon undead, right?
I believe so.
I think I might take. I think I might
Yes.
take fake out as my
think that's
Ooh, I
pretty
like
good.
that one.
Yeah, when casting Animate Dead, the undead
Yeah.
you summon gains the bonus.
But I don't want to pick other summoning spells then.
No, you will not get the Reanimator buff on them. Unfortunately.
That's okay. We're in Geb. We do Geb things.
Decide to go with Undying Conviction, so you have the aura. I guess it's the only option you have at 4th.
What is blood duplicate? Oh, that's a
Time
bloodthirst spell.
to
Am I
take-
allowed to?
a new dedication.
I don't know how spoiler spells and things work.
Spell
One
shot.
moment. Philip, what I'm going to do here real quick, don't be surprised.
Oh,
I'm deleting spell
Are you just
shot from your character
replacing?
sheet. I'm replacing it with the new version.
Thank you.
woo!
I lose the ability to
Nope.
cat. Oh, okay, there we go. It's all
Yeah.
back.
So now it's actually the correct version.
Okay.
Does he get to keep Conjure Bullet?
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah, because you're still the way of the spell shot.
I don't have energy bullet. Energy bullet. Oh, energy shot comes from the way of this. Oh.
Energy shot is your initial deed as a gunslinger.
All right, gotcha. This
And
counts as a
then,
wizard
actually,
archetype.
where is Conjure Bullet coming from?
Conjure bullet's also coming from that. From way of the spell shot. Conjure bullet is my slinger's. Oh no.
Your Slinger's Reload is the Thoughtful Reload as a guns as a spell shot.
Ooh, extra spell.
I might have lost conjure bullet.
You lost Conjure Bullet.
Sad.
I'm not upset about that. That's fine for me.
Especially because you've got Munitions Crafter, so you can just make some bullets for free every day if you really cared.
Additional feat. Oh, I can take basic arcana and basic wizard spellcasting.
Yes, if you want actual spells.
Do I want spells? Don't think I do. First or second wizard
Get
feat
Conjure
of my
Bullet
choice.
from? Was it really the old spell shot was what got Conjure Bullet? Because I thought they always got... No, they've always had Thoughtful Reload as their Slinger's Reload. So where did Conjure Bullet come from for you?
It was in there somewhere.
Get a familiar. That'd be fun.
Oh,
Hmm.
build partner.
It's a non-cantrip spell. Yeah, it doesn't work.
There's still no way that you can what's the Magus ability? Spell strike with a gun, right?
Correct.
Sad.
I think Magus has a way to spell strike on a ranged weapon.
I guess you would just get the ammunition that loads the.
Yeah, spell shot ammunition.
Yeah, that would work.
Mhm.
I could put summon undead in the spell shot bolt, and you could fire zombie.
Hey, if you want to put that in a bullet and hand a bullet to me, I'll happily shoot your spells.
We'll workshop that later. That sounds hilarious.
It does sound really funny.
There's a specific Magus type. The Starlit Span Magus can use spell shot on ranged weapons.
Gotcha.
as long as you are within the first range increment.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
So I can take... Oh, each time I gain a spell slot from a wizard archetype... Anytime I gain a feat under the basic spell casting, I get... Okay, I see how that works. Where's a
Then
Beast
boost
Gunner?
will be
What is
spell.
Beast Gunner?
It's another archetype.
That starts at level 6, though.
Yeah. Beast Gunner is
Okay.
basically your gun is made out of a monster, partially.
Oh, fuck yes. I might do this later. This sounds hilarious.
Where did Conjure Bullet come from? I cannot for the life of me remember. I may just be stupid. That is a possibility.
I need to pick
Oh,
a dedication,
extended
though.
boost is
I need,
free. Extend boost doesn't take your focus point on a failure? That's really cool.
Duelist is dumb.
Duelist is really good if you're starting the game at like level 14.
What, Duelist?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fair enough. Flexible Spellcaster. No. Hmm. Jericho, would you be upset if I took the Magus dedication
Hey.
as a second dedication? I know I already have spell shot.
Yes. I do try to ask that multi-class dedications only be taken in class feat slots.
Okay.
Just to keep things semi-fair. Also,
That's
Conjure
valid.
Bullet is the action you get from the spell shot dedication specifically. That's what it is. Thoughtful Reload is the Slinger's Reload for Way of the Spell Shot, and the actual dedication should be what gives Conjure Bullet. Though they might have taken that away when they give you spells now.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying
Don't get
to.
skills
That's what I'm trying to figure out. No, it looks like it still grants it. So, still got Conjure Bullet.
I might just take a wizard cantrip then. Basic wizard spellcasting.
Sure.
This counts as wizard archetype for the... Yeah, so I can just take a basic arcana feat. A first or second wizard feat of my choice.
Intimidating Glare. That seems just generally useful.
Intimidating Glare, always useful.
Especially against things that don't like to speak.
I don't think there's a thing here that gives me more spells, though.
That would be the basic spellcasting.
Yes, but basic spellcasting, each time you gain a spell slot of a new rank from the wizard archetype, I add 2 common spells of that rank to my spellbook. But I don't actually think I can get spell slots.
You get that inherently as part of basic spellcasting. It doesn't say that very well. The basic spellcasting feat gives you a first rank spell slot, a second rank spell slot at 6th level, and a third rank spell slot at 8th level.
Okay, so... Okay.
You get a first rank slot now, and then as you level up, you would inherently get a second and third rank every even level from this point forward.
So I will now be able to add 2 common spells of first rank into my spellbook.
Yes.
Because I have... Okay, this
Yes.
makes a lot more sense then.
Yeah, it's
then
not,
I will be
the
taking
wording
spells.
on it's a little weird.
I definitely will be taking spells.
Okay.
Subtle
What's
trade.
You don't want
What's
to
a
take
good
like a vampire dedication, become a vampire? Just choose to go
I
big,
am considering that.
bite the bullet,
Nah.
as it were.
I think for now I'm gonna take the familiar feat.
I have a question.
Yes.
The Divine Evolution, is it an extra cast?
Divine Evolution.
It says spell slot.
Fine. You gain an additional spell slot of your highest level, which you can use to only cast heal or harm. Yeah, that is exactly what it would give you. So right now it would give you a effectively fifth second rank spell slot, but you would only be able to use that to cast heal or harm. Effectively, what we would do is we'd treat it sort of like the Cleric's Divine Font. We'd give you another spell casting entry that we just put one spell slot of whatever your highest rank is constantly and prep heal or harm in it.
No,
I was doing it for Path Builder, but isn't a signature spell always the highest level?
Signature spell is a spell you learn at every level for free. So you will always know its highest rank version, but you'll also know every rank version of that spell.
So since this is always its highest level, setting it as a signature spell would technically work for Path Builder?
Yes.
I feel like you're getting what it
Yeah.
does a little bit confused.
Well, and he's trying to set it up in Path Builder right now, which means nothing because we don't
just
use
ignore
Path
that.
Builder.
I just had to do a very scuffed thing in my planning. That's fine.
What are you trying to do bullshit-wise now?
I had to move my expert religion skill increase to level 11, and I hate that.
The horror.
Be
Taking
funny.
it
I could take
7.
Unexpected Sharpshooter.
Unexpected Sharpshooter
That's
is
a really
funny.
funny one.
Overwatch is another decent one if you're a gunslinger.
Overwatch.
I'm gonna give.
I don't
want to
be a bad game though.
That's fair.
Paraslayers.
Alright, Jacob. Am I being
Oh, this is
rude
cool.
or
Much better than the game.
am I being rude or am I being funny?
I could give Zuka Bon Mot. It's funny. Wait, okay, hold on. GM. Important question for you. Never mind.
Important
Reading this spell explains the spell.
Ta-da.
Nope, I'm taking unexpected sharpshooter. Are
Yeah.
you kidding me? That is so Philip.
It's really Philip.
It's so Philip.
Yeah.
Pretty
You're
good
good with me taking that?
Oh, yeah. Reminder,
Sweet.
I limit people to 3 dedications over the course of a campaign. So you can't
That's
just
fine.
grab a bunch of dedications.
That's fine. I'm happy with these 2.
Cool.
Jacob.
These are funny as hell.
Silence or Inner Radiance Torrent?
I don't know.
Inner Radiance Torrent.
Both are good.
Encouraging words.
Always Inner
Oh,
Radiance
it's
Torrent.
stamina.
Turn off the casters or become Goku.
Discreet inquiry.
Become Goku. Always
So-
become Goku.
Gathering information.
Like, if those weren't options, the correct answer would be Spirit Sense. But those are both options.
Damn, I didn't realize Accidental Shot let you roll the damage and take the better damage roll as well.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh my
There's
god,
2
wait.
actions for just a fortune effect on the attack roll while ignoring concealed and hidden is really good.
Oh,
on
you
its
have
own.
to.
I could
Okay.
give Zuka Entourage.
But I get to double roll it to end, and I ignore concealed or hidden.
Yes.
That's awesome. Because you're shooting behind them and just bouncing around.
Yeah.
I just.
You won't ignore cover, unfortunately, because cover
That's
is a
fine.
bonus to their AC, not a penalty to their attack roll.
And that's totally fine. I'm with that. I agree with that. I
But
think that's
yes,
hilarious,
You
though.
would be ignoring the flat check to them being concealed or hidden, and you get fortune on both the attack roll and damage roll.
I have to manually adjust the spells for leveling up on
Yes.
4 slots, and I can spell.
You have to drag and drop from the compendium browser the new spell you want.
I almost didn't pick this one because I saw its range, and I remember that I have reach.
Do you ever target will saves when you cast spells, Drake?
Oh,
I don't think I need one not. You're really funny. You can always retrain into it later.
setting up the.
Yeah, your divine evolution.
Any good little 1 or 2 religious skill feats?
It's only
need to
one
find
slot, right?
I need to find a good.
Right. Should
I
I
always-
assume you're prepping harm in it?
I mean, yes, but I don't think I actually have to prep either of them. I think I could just cast either.
It is. Yeah.
Technically, I think I have both, even though one is illegal.
Yes, technically. So hey, you can cast heal as long as you don't get caught.
Oh, these are bad.
Stares at Philip. How much do you want me to break the law?
Philip doesn't. Philip's a rule-abiding little fuck.
Cool, casts harm on Philip.
No. I actually think I might take battle medicine. So that's a really good feat.
Do we
So
get paid at
the
all
thing
for
to
completing
keep
our
in
mission?
mind, Philip, especially if you're going to be
I
gaining the
Take it, we're not
void
getting
healing
paid.
after
We
this,
borrowed money.
you'd be able to battle medicine yourself. You cannot battle medicine any allies unless you have Stitch
Because I don't have
Flesh.
Stitcher.
Yeah.
not
And
worth
you and
it.
Azrael's battle medicine will not
Yeah.
stack. If one of you becomes immune, the other one still can't use it on them as well.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, that's not the case.
Is it not? Is it individual?
Yeah, it is. The target is then immune to your battle medicine for 1 day.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't realize it worked like that.
Yeah. I had to.
But,
I realized that in one of my other games recently.
So what was your dedication rule again?
You can take 3 archetypes over the course of a campaign, and multi-class dedications must be taken in your class feat slots.
Disciple.
Dragon Disciple is not a multi-class, so you are perfectly fine to be doing that stuff in archetype feats.
What about a class archetype? Does that count against your 3?
That is, yes, it'll still count against your 3,
Okay.
and that is what must be taken in your class feat slots.
No, not a multi-class, like a class. Like the flexible spellcaster.
Okay, I thought I had 4. I only have 3.
Oh, like flexible spellcaster.
Yeah.
hello.
Why is that a class archetype? That's just an archetype.
It has the class tree, doesn't it?
All archetypes have the class trait, dingbat.
Am I crazy?
Yes. It has the class trait just means it fits within the theme of a class, so it would go in your class feats. That's what the class trait is.
That was the elementalist, the flexible spellcaster, the rune lord, the spellshot, and the wellspring mage. The only 5 class archetypes.
Oh. Right.
I'm confused.
Right. Because they replace or alter your class's static features. Those do not
Yeah.
need to be taken in your class feat slots. They do still count against your 3 archetypes, though.
They do count against the 3.
What is it?
Yes.
What are the things you're talking about?
Because Philip has one.
Yeah, Philip has spell shot.
I'll just
Yeah,
put it.
I'm at 2 dedications taken.
I see what you mean by class.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Stop hitting me in the face.
No. You cannot make me.
Some of the artifact ones are cool. Oh, when do we get our next relic? Next level.
level.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Okay, I don't have any of these, so that's fine.
No, you are completely fine, Drake.
I was just going over my path builder thing and looking at what I'm taking later. I
Gotcha.
thought I had 4, but I was counting my
What?
rune
What's
class
still-
like an idiot.
I could be convinced to let someone take 4 3
I
is
did
a
more.
pretty solid limit, though.
I have 3. 4 was my original class. I was miscounting.
4
think I'm
ends
gonna
up
take
feeling like a lot.
magical.
Because I'm taking Golem
Mhm.
Crafter and Lich later.
I think I'm
Oh.
gonna take magical crafter.
Golem crafter, interesting. Magical crafting will be really nice, Philip, especially with your tattoo artist, because
Well, that's just a feat. That's not a.
Yeah.
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 I
talking
always
about
suck at picking
feats.
out skill feats.
I have
Mhm.
that as a general feat already.
You have
Magical
magical
crafting?
crafting?
Nice.
You're an expert in crafting?
I believe so.
He
Damn.
took it at level 3.
Wow. Wow.
Damn,
Yeah.
me too.
The great thing is, you guys are about to have a lot of downtime. We're going to end session here in a couple minutes once everyone's done with their character sheets.
Mhm.
I'm gonna take magical crafting as well.
You guys are going to have about 6 months of downtime or
Oh
so
my god.
Still recording?
after this. Yes. We can
I'll
be
be back.
done the session, though.
Oh,
I'll be back.
Okay.
that means I can't.
When
that
I
means I can't say swear
level-
words yet if we're still recording.
Say whatever
When I-
fucking swears you want. You think I give a
Hey!
shit?
Watch your motherfucking tone.
I'm watching
when
it. I'm just not stopping it.
Damn.
What's your question, Azrael?
when I level up, I would like to evolve Zuka and give Zuka hands. Just little like T-Rex arms that fold out from under the ribcage.
You saying that just
Hang on.
invoked the greatest fight or flight response.
It's not a real snake. It's an eidolon masquerading
Hang on.
as a snake.
You can do that?
Yes.
Oogity boogity, I give you hands.
Specifically, which feat are you giving Zuka? Just for my reference.
I'm not. That's not a feat. That's
Ow.
I just want Zuka to have
Stop.
hands now.
Grabbing my hand. Fucker.
How are you doing that?
Ow.
I
Ow.
I picked the shape that my eidolon summons, and I would like to change the shape to have hands.
Oh, I see.
Because it's just using the brute stat block. It's not it's not an animal companion that doesn't have hands anymore.
Right.
He's just a guy.
You're cursed as shit. I want you to know that. But similarly, at the same time, what feat are you giving Zuka from Skilled Partner?
Battle medicine and stitch flesh.
I see. All right then.
Actually, would that? Hold on. It would work. Sorry, because I'd have to give her a medicine kit, but she can never use an enchanted one because she can't have that item bonus to her. But she gets mine though. She gets my item bonus, right? To my skilled rules. God's
No,
honor,
she
so
shares your item bonus to your attack rolls and armor, I believe. She doesn't get item bonuses to skills, if I recall properly.
Perception and skills from any. Yeah, no. He gets all my
Eidolon
skills.
gains item bonuses to perception skills from any magical items that you have invested.
As long as it's an invested item.
Yes.
So I would need like
Which
the
there aren't
healer's
really
gloves or
any
something.
non-invested items that give you a bonus to skills.
That's true, yeah.
The only good non-invested item is a Belt of Good Health.
Fine.
Belt of Good Health, what a fucking class item right there. That's such a good item. 75 or so gold for 4 extra hit points. No investment slot.
That's pretty good.
Sign me the fuck up.
That would have really mattered that last fight.
Yeah.
Trying to think of other good second or lower magic items to take.
This is not on the plan
Zuka
list. But
specifically cannot wear or use magic items unless they have the Eidolon trait.
and there's like one, and it's completely
Zuka,
useless.
An Eidolon can have up to 2 items invested. But it can benefit from the item bonuses from things you have invested.
Yes.
I love Summoner, my favorite class.
It's real fun. It's very different from what I've done before.
It's fun. It's just a lot to remind yourself of. The
It is
small,
it is
weird
a lot to keep
interactions.
track of.
There's so many weird little things. It's got. So yeah.
Alright.
If you want to put just like a medicine or healer's toolkit in Zuka's inventory, because otherwise it will not let you roll.
Yeah.
Treat wounds from the basic action macros, because it'll be like, you don't have healer's
And I have to go
toolkits.
buy one, right?
Yeah, you would. You guys are gonna have downtime though, so who cares?
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, I suppose, because it is 5 gold. 5 gold's 5 gold.
We'll do it after the time skip and
Yes.
earn income.
Yeah.
So we didn't get paid, right, from the quest? We just got
No.
the presumably the loan was our payment.
Pretty much, yeah. Hey, you guys got a mansion out of this.
Wasn't it for the quest we already did?
Yes. And
Paid an exposure.
pretty the true artist experience.
See if we can sell this document to the Builders League.
Right. Well, you probably won't be able to sell it. They'll probably just be like, thanks.
Only if you don't want this to disappear.
You will probably have... Oh, if you want to try and extort one of the factions, be my guest. I am excited to see how that goes for you.
Not this early.
Have I ever told you about what's going on in my other Bloodlords game?
No. All the time, but
When they refuse to work nicely with some of the factions, things went swimmingly for them.
I'm sure swimming in blood and bones.
Exactly.
All right.
Everyone's character
is
looking
this?
good?
What is
well
this
done.
adaptive cogwheel? I've got 3 of my 4 magic items. Tiny copper gear attaches to a firearm with a matching bolt or pin. The affixed weapon magically transfigures itself into the form of any simple or martial firearm you have access. So this would just allow me to transform my arquebus into any other gun.
Until the beginning of your next turn, and the adaptive cogwheel is a talisman, so it is consumable.
Yeah,
Which
and it would
means
only
it'll
and I can only
change it.
put.
But yes, you could use that as effectively a free action, change your arquebus into a different gun.
That's neat.
It's not a terrible idea.
It would keep all its like old runes, so if you just
If you just need a different gun.
need a shotgun real
Yeah.
quick.
I
What
would need
items
shotgun.
have you picked up so far?
I got Oil of Unlife,
Mhm.
minor. I got Cloak of Feline Rest,
Nice.
and then I got the Silver Tripod.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay. Good old talismans.
So I might end up buying another gun,
Huh.
just to put the cog on, and then probably my next skill feat, I'm probably gonna end up taking Quick Swap.
That silver tripod will be really nice for you. The good news
What
is
is Quick Swap?
next level, you'll be able to get that strength buff, so you won't have to worry about that kickback anymore. You're one level
But with
away,
this
Philip.
silver, yes, and with this with the silver tripod. Well, so what is kickback? My arquebus has what? Kickback 1 or something?
Kickback on its own is a trait that if you do not have a +2 strength, you take a -2 circumstance penalty on the attack roll with that weapon.
But once I have 14 strength, kickback is irrelevant.
Yeah, kickback will become irrelevant at that point.
So it might not be a good idea to get silver tripod then.
It's not amazing, mainly because it is going to be consumable right now. So, like, it's not the worst if you were to craft a couple, but in all honesty, with how cheap it is, you'd probably be better served just purchasing some if you wanted to use them and using that crafting slot for a different item. Since after next level, kickback will become irrelevant.
Yeah, I just replaced it with a moonlit spell gun.
Those are fun.
Because that sounds funny as hell.
Spell guns are very entertaining. Keep in mind those are consumable as well.
Oh, I'm happy. I'm fine with that.
Okay.
It's 28 gold for 4 of them.
Yeah. Very funny, though. Let me just shoot a little fire at you and potentially dazzle you.
Dazzle.
I do also like that the damage changes whether you're shooting at night or during the day.
That's neat.
Yeah.
We already have an Onyx dog.
You do.
We're going to get that.
What the dog doing?
Yeah, I don't want to get another dog.
everyone who uses a weapon at this point has a +1 rune on it, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
What level was the striking rune? 5?
4.
4? Oh.
So you could get a striking rune as one of the items. Actually, no, because you can only choose formulas of 2nd level or lower. But now that you have magical crafting, you could also use money to learn additional formulas if you would like. So these are just the 4 you get automatically. But yes, any of you who use weapons, so namely your guns, Philip, and your hand wraps, Azriel, can get striking runes now.
Does Drag need hand wraps for the magic claws, or do those use spell attacks?
Those do spell attacks, and the damage
Okay.
increases at specific
So
spell
it's like
ranks.
it's like a spell thing.
Yeah. Unfortunately, their heightening isn't amazing. They don't get 2d6 damage until 5th rank spellcasting. Actually, that is a bit weird, because it does deal... Their finesse unarmed attacks that deal 1d4 slashing damage, and then the extra damage is what increases, so I almost wonder if that would increase with hand wraps of Mighty Blows. I'll have to check that, because they might. Yeah, it should actually change with hand wraps of Mighty Blows, if you put a striking rune on it. Because Dragon Claws as a spell is just giving you the unarmed attack, and the hand wraps buff your unarmed attacks. So, yeah, that would actually be decent to then get hand wraps on Drag as well, and get a striking rune there.
I can always take a striking rune for my last one, because
You have to learn formulas that are 2nd level or lower that from the feat.
Right. Sorry, I can get a potency rune. My bad.
Yeah, you could get a potency rune. Hand wraps come with them automatically.
Yeah, there's not really a point in getting a potency rune.
We all have one.
Huh. I think I might take a pyrite rat.
Nice.
That sounds amazing. Wait, no, not pyrite. No, I've had enough. Put it back.
Pyrite rat's so funny though.
I
Because
don't remember what the
just it's a figurine of wondrous power as well.
Yeah,
That
it's
sounds
just
a giant
animal.
rat.
Yeah.
I had to sell or not sell. We were discussing oozes the other day. I brought up the pyrite ooze.
Nice.
They're like,
God.
what? I was describing some of the abilities. Like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah. Philip, have you looked at the skittering mask at all?
I have.
It's kind of neat for you guys. The
Skittering
first time
mask?
each day you become unconscious, or the first time each day you start your turn unconscious, and within 25 feet of an enemy, the mask automatically steps 5 feet away from the enemy, dragging your body with it.
I'm not against the skittering mask.
Interesting.
It's a neat little one for repositioning when unconscious, but you also don't get to choose necessarily, so it can be
That could be really bad.
problematic.
Because of that, I don't think I'm gonna get it.
That's fair.
And now Philip has ranged. There's ranged healing for Philip now.
Yeah, or there will be at least. You don't technically know that yet.
I think I might get the gauze mask.
What's that do?
Ignore once per day. You ignore concealment caused by fog, smoke, or other vapors for 1 minute.
Oh, that's cool.
It might be good.
You get that with like a smoke grenade.
Yeah. Chuck a smoke. We all pop our gauze masks and move in as a fucking strike team. Yeah, I'm doing that. That sounds funny as hell. Fucking SEAL Team 6 out over here? You kidding me? That sounds hilarious.
Can you make smoke grenades with munitions crafter?
Oh wait, no, I wanted to get not gauze mask. Sorry, not the gauze mask. I want to get the adaptive cogwheel. That's my last one.
Yeah, just so you can switch your weapon as necessary.
Yeah, I want to keep one on my gun at all times. You kidding me?
Grappling gun.
That sounds so useful.
Is everyone done with their level up?
Yeah.
All right. Then that is going to end us off for today's session. Keep in mind you're going to have about 6 months of downtime, so think about what you would like to do with that downtime. If you want to earn income, if you want to craft anything, whatever it is you would like to do. If you can send me that stuff over this next week at some point, just so I've got it in advance and can think on that, that'd be beneficial. But it is what it is. Thank you all so much for playing, and I will see you all next week.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
See you next week. Bye.